Hi, friends, it is Benedicta once again, and welcome to my planet. Today I'm going to share with you a short story and a life lesson that I learned from it. According to the story, I was told by my mother. So, according to my mother, I was a breech baby, and that I did not know what a breech baby was. I actually looked it up on Google. So I looked up what is a breech baby, and Google has thousands, even millions answers of what a breech baby can be. Some of them giving me the options. Oh yeah, with a breech baby, they actually have their legs come out first, then their head. Some bring their stomach, like the side of their stomach first, and so on. I was actually shocked because I thought, what in the hell? Like, how could that possibly happen? And why would I have these normal features, I'd say, if I was breached? Because my mother explained it to me as if I was almost abnormal. I have bow legs, so maybe because I brought my legs first, that's why I have bow legs. But then one thing my mother said was, "Oh my God, you are really stubborn. No wonder you try to kill me." I was like, "No, mother, I don't think that's the situation. I don't think that's why." But that was her opinion. When she said that, I actually thought about what she said for a second. Even though to me, I thought it was her opinion. I thought and imagined what could have possibly happened, because she told me this story, and I'm going to summarize it in a while. Later in the episode, she told me that she really suffered, and if I make her, you know, upset, she kind of remembers why I'm doing that to her, and it's understandable. And I think that's why she named me Benedicta, which means blessing, because I made her go through a lot, and she went through pain. So basically, according to my mother, she went to the hospital about 3 days before I was born, and even though she had her contractions, the doctors did not think I was ready to be born, because once again I was breached and I was a little bit complicated. And if you know what breech pregnancy is like, I think you will understand that it's quite difficult. And normally you require C-section, or C-section is required in order to take the baby out. But I don't think my mother um, wanted to have C-section. I don't know if it's the doctors that refused to give her C-section, but she definitely did not have C-section. That's also why I'm special. Period. But she did not have C-section. She had a natural birth, and that is also pretty abnormal, because if you have breached baby, the butt comes first, and then the legs. Well, the butt pays way, and the legs follow through. So technically, the legs comes first, and then you see the head comes last, which is completely abnormal. So she she had the situation. I think they had to sew her up. So after everything, I can definitely say she went through a lot, and I give her the props for actually giving me such name with a great meaning, blessing. And I see my name everywhere. When you go to church and they ask you to give the benediction, that is technically Benedicta wrapped in a noun, said that they call it benediction, which also means blessing. So I am glad, and there have been a lot of things that has happened in my life that I know that it's because God has blessed me, and it might not be directly associated with my name, but I do know that names do bear their weight. They do bear their own importances. They do bear their own purposes. If someone who's named Pearl and someone who's named Benedicta, I don't think it changes who I don't think it changes exactly what they do in the future. But I do think their name, whatever the name means, has some sort of impact on the person. That's why you're not gonna meet someone who will name their child after who, like Judas Iscariot or some other, like, hideous name. Because, names are really powerful. They have meaning attached to them, and therefore it's also according for you to name your son, your daughter to someone who is really prominent in the society and someone who you seem to be good. I'm also very grateful to God because without him I would not be here and I would not be alive, because not all breached babies come out alive. Some of them make sure that the woman does not come out alive. Some of them does not come at all, because it is really a great risk of pregnancy. And my mother came out okay, I came out okay, and that's something that I would really give the glory to the Almighty God, because it's because of him. I don't know where I would be without him. I definitely do not know if I would survive anything whatsoever if it wasn't for his grace and mercy. So shout out to God, and I really hope that things will continue to be a blessing in my life. Alright, y'all, that's it for this episode. Thank you for tuning in, and I hope to see you in my next episode. Don't forget to share and subscribe to this podcast and follow me on Instagram. It will be available in the details of this podcast. Adios, mon ami. I did not just mix Spanish and French together. Pardon me, y'all, but bye, my friends.